Assalamu alaikum. Wishing you all the best in today's online class. And with you, I am Muhammad Mohabbad Hossain, lecturer, Department of Accounting, Government, Hossain Shohid, Sorowardi College, Magura. Dear participant, today I am going to take a class on the topic FIFO method, and it has included to your text. Second paper, chapter 8, and named Accounting for Inventories. Dear participant, the chapter is very common to your exam, and you are asked to realize very clearly with taking sharpness. Otherwise, some points may raise a critical. And I want to say this class will be very easy, understandable, and directly relevant to your examination. So you will continue this class up to the end. So before launching the presentation, I must need to clear about stock and inventory. Stock and inventory is the same meaning. Inventory has come from American word, and stock is a British word. That means inventory is American English and stock is a British English. Refers to the goods and materials that a business holds for the ultimate purpose of resale, production, or utilization. So let's take a closer look at the different points that we will learn at the end of this session. Number one, importance of evaluation of inventories. The importance of evaluation of inventories. Number two, conservatism principle. Number three, perpetual inventory system. And number four, how to prepare store ledger account by using FIFO, that means first in, first out method. So, dear students who are now in front of myself, a session of mine is going on. So, number one, we will learn about the importance of evaluation for inventory or stock. It will be very clear if I mention three aspects in front of you. Number one, to continue the normal course of business operation and to meet the current demand of the customer. And number two, if the stocks fall below the optimum level of inventories, the buyer is likely to give up. Am I right? On the other hand, if the stock exceeds the optimum level of inventory, the capital of the organization falls lazily. This is why the success of business depends largely on accounting and evaluation of its inventory. Dear participant, now we will gather knowledge about the conservatism principle in the language of accounting. The main theme song of this principle is revenue will not be recognized. Revenue will not be recognized until they are actually realized. But all probable loss and expenses will be considered. Between the two value, that means one is market value and another is purchase or acquisition cost. Between the two things, which will be lower, that would be considered according to conservatism principle. It will be very clear if I give an example to you. Say, the market price of inventory 50,000 taka. On the other hand, its purchase or acquisition cost was taka 45,000 taka. Between the two things, which one is lower? Acquisition cost, that means the purchase value. So, in the books of accounting, 45,000, that means the lower amount will be recorded. In this case, it is time to know about perpetual inventory system. Perpetual inventory system, it is a method. It says that in this method, the purchase of goods considered as an asset and debited to an inventory account. In this method, cost of goods sold is calculated every time if the inventory is sold. Only one account is maintained for purchase of goods, purchase of transport, purchase of discount, purchase of return, etc. to the stock account. Inventories are calculated according to the principles of conservatism. That means perpetual inventory system is maintained the conservatism principle. Perpetual inventory system is a method of determining a regular stock. It's a modern and scientific method of stock evaluation. So this point should be kept in your mind while calculating FIFO method. So here it's a cycle of inventory. At first, receiving the records, that means statement, deed, purchase order, deed, invoice. It's a system for recording or calculating the inventories. And the respective journal entries, as an example to you, when the inventory is purchased, it may either cash or on credit. In case of on credit, inventories account debit and accounts payable credit. So, you are watching purchase product. purchase product and sells product. Okay. Now it is time to consider a practical problem. So dear participant, perpetual inventory system, and we will calculate a problem by maintaining FIFO method, first in, first out. So here there are particular items are given to you. Item, unit, rate taka, purchase rate taka, sales price, cost price, sales price. Okay. Here cost price on January 1st, inventories 10 unit, and its cost price, it is a cost price, taka 20. There is no sales price are given here. Okay. On January 4, sales, unit 7, sales price 30 taka. On January 10, purchase, inventory, 8 unit, its cost price 21st. On 22, sales, 4 unit, its sales price taka 31st. On 28, sales, here unit 2 and sales price is 32. And last one, on January 30, purchase, inventory, unit 10 and its cost price is 22. Now it is time to calculate these inventories under FIFO method. Okay, dear participant, we will calculate inventories by maintaining perpetual inventory system under FIFO method. So it's a inventories of KB Garments Limited, store ledger under FIFO method. And here raw materials and code nong, bin nong, and location, highest amount, lowest amount, and the respective facts in front of you. Okay, now there are particular items you have to consider for drawing the column and row. Date, here purchase or receipt, receipt or purchase, issue or sales, and balance of inventories. You may either receive or purchase. You may either issue or sell. You have to write down one thing. Okay. So in this case, say this transaction has been happened in 2000. Okay. Now unit rate, total amount. Unit rate, total amount. Unit rate, total amount. Unit rate, total amount. Okay. Same things for three major column. Okay. The first transaction in front of you, from the beginning of the year, 10 units was in hand. 10 units was in hand. And its total amount is 10 units into 20. 20 is the purchase price. So total amount is 20 taka. So we will consider this amount and this figure in the balance of inventory. Am I right? Okay. The first item will enter into the balance of inventory. So we have put the respective amount in the inventory of balance. Now, again, I would like to repeat the second item. On January 4, sales. How much unit? 7 unit. How many units? 7 unit. Its sales price is taka 30. Now the question to you, whether we will consider 30 taka or 20 taka? Certainly not 30 taka, because we know very well perpetual inventory system consider conservatism principle. That means purchase price and sales price, between the two price, which one is lower? 20 taka is lower in this case. So we will consider 20 taka. And I would like to repeat again, according to perpetual inventory system, cost of goods sold value will be determined every time when it is sold. Every time we have to calculate cost of goods sold when it will be sold. Okay, so in this case, for 7 unit we have to consider 20 taka. Okay. That means on January 1st, on January 4, 30 unit, 30 taka is the sold price and sold unit is 7. But we have to record on 4 January 7 unit 20 taka 140 taka in total. That means we have purchased it. This is why this particular amount will be added to the balance. This amount will be reduced from the respective amount. Respective amount means as we have to sold 7 units, this is why the respective balance will remain 3. From 10 we have sold 7 unit. So the balance unit will remain in the store 3 unit. Am I right? So how much amount in total? 60 taka will remain in total amount in the balance of inventory. Am I right? Okay. Now, again I would like to show the chart in front of you. That means the question in front of you for better understanding. On January 10, purchase 8 unit by taka 21st. By taka 21st. On January 10, every unit's rate is 21st, and we have, that means the company has purchased 8 units. So in what way we have to record? We have to record, that means on 10 we have record 8 units, each unit's rate is 21 and total amount is 168. It is mentionable that when we will purchase inventory, we must need to draw the balance. We must need to draw the balance. That means 3 is the balance on 4 January. Now we have to draw the balance as we have purchased on 10 January, okay? That means we have to draw 3, 20 and 60. That means one item only remaining on 4 January. This is why one item of inventory we have to draw. And this amount we have to add it to the ledger, to the balance. This amount we will add it to the balance. 8 unit, 21st, and total amount 160 taka. So now on 10 January, 2 item of inventory added in the store. 3 units, 20 taka, 60 amount, total amount 60. 8 another inventory, 8 units, 21 taka rate for each, and total amount 168. Okay. Again, the question in front of you. On January 22, sales amount, how much amount? Sales, total unit 4, and its sales price is 31st. Now, we have to consider whether 31st or purchase price. We will learn from here clearly about FIFO method. Okay. So, on January 4, on January 1, 4, 10 has already completed. Which one has come into the store? Either 3 unit or 8 unit. Certainly 3 unit. So now if we want to sell any inventory, then we have to extract or minus from the first item, that means from the 3 item. If it is not completed, then we have to extract or minus from next item, that means from 8 item. Okay, so now look, on January 22, we have sold 4 units. 4 units. By each unit taka 31. So we will not consider 31 because cost amount is lower. So we will consider the cost amount. So in this case, from 3 units, we have to extract. Okay, 3 units we have collected and sold. By how much amount? By 20 taka. That means 60 taka. So in this case, the balance will be 0. Another 1 unit is required. Another 1 unit is required to meet up 4 units. Am I right? So we have to extract 1 unit from 8 units. Okay, 1 units we have extracted. By how much amount for each? 21. So 21. So in total amount 21. If we extract 1 unit from here, then how much unit will remain? 7 units will remain. Am I right? How much amount for each? 30, 21 for each. So in total 147 taka. Dear participant, you have to keep in your mind, under FIFO method, you have to consider first in, first out. Which one entered into this account first? 3 unit. Which has entered into the second? 8 unit. So for meeting up 4 units, we have to extract from 3 units at first, and second, we have to extract 1 units from 8 units. And we will meet up 4 units from the 2 portion. Okay. So now the balance. 7 units, 21, in total amount 147. Dear participant, I want to say you will understand very clearly. Just you have to watch sharply. Now the last item, now the last two items are remain. Okay. On January 28, issue or sell 2 units, and each unit's rate or sales price is 32 taka. Now the question may raise in your mind, which one we will consider? We will consider the lowest price, am I right? Okay. So again, I would like to show in front of you the respective figures that we have already calculated. Now, on January 28, sold 2 units. Sold 2 units. Now, this 2 units, from where we have to extract? We will consider, we will extract from 22 on 22, 7 units remaining. Am I right? 7 units was remain in this case, and 21st 140 taka. We will consider the respective amount which are remaining. I have already said, only in case of purchasing we have to draw the balance, draw the above balance. But in case of selling or issuing inventory, we must not draw balance, the whole balance. We will draw balance, but not the whole balance. So in this case, we have issued 2 units, 21, and total amount 42. So in this case, how many balance will remaining? How many units will remain? From 7, if we extract or minus 2, then the unit will remain 5 units. Am I right? 5 units. And each unit rate is 21. So in total, 105 taka. In total, 105 taka. Okay. Now, the question in front of you. We have purchased 30 units. We have purchased 10 units. We have purchased 10 units, and each unit rate is 22 taka. On January 30, we purchased 10 units and rate is 22. So, now we have to show the respective calculated figure that I have already set in front of you. Okay. So dear participant, on January 30, so before recording the purchase unit, we have to draw whole unit of 28, because on January 30 we have purchased. I have already said, when we will purchase inventory, then we have to draw the above whole amount unit rate in next purchasing column. So in this case, the purchasing column is here. So we have to draw 5, 21 and 105. Okay, we have to draw the balance. And we have to put the respective figure. That means 10 unit, 22 taka, and total amount 22. That means it will be added to the store. 10, 22 and 220. So as it is the last item and there is no transaction or exist, this is why we have to sum up. So how much amount in total? 105 and 22. 105 and 22 on January 30. So total amount in the store, that 325. 325 is the closing balance. And closing unit is 10 and 5. 5 and 10. 5 and 10. Okay. Total sales amount. Total sales amount we have to consider 140, 60, 21 and 42. So 263 is the total sales amount. Total sales unit 7, 3, 1 and 2. That means total 13. In this case, total purchasing amount, total purchase value 160 and 22 and 22 0. That means 220. In total 388 in total purchasing price. In this case, the total unit, that means total purchasing unit is 8 and 10. That means 18. As we know that in this case there is no profit is considered, because according to perpetual inventory system, when the product is sold, only then the cost of goods sold is calculated. This is why no profit is considered in case of calculating FIFO method. So in this case, we know very well, cost of goods sold means opening stock. Opening stock means 200 taka plus purchase 388 taka minus ending stock. That means closing stock 325 taka equal to 263 taka, and it will be the same figure as 263 of selling price. That means cost of goods sold equal to sales price. So in this case, no profit will be raised. Dear participant, I think that you understand this discussion and calculative respective figures very clearly, and I must not prolong my speech. So here end the episode 1 of chapter 8. Wishes with the best of luck. Thank you all for staying with me. Allah Hafiz.